what happened when I played Tower Rush. I found this game on Malbed. Guys, I had three mistakes. I kept losing because wrong timing, random tapping, no strategy. You wait, full bar stack, and suddenly I was winning every round. Try it before you laugh. Go to Malbed and play.
Winning his side a free kick and getting them a breather. I think it was Florianus on the left-hand side.
Pavlovic with a foul. Bayern Munich man, there's a strong Bayern representation on the Germany squad. Valencia for Curacao. Now can they stretch this Germany defence? That's the hope of what they could do. Locadia to Chong. Tries to force his way through. Friendly against Scotland before the tournament, and before they had a player sent off who was Locadia. They did impress in that game against the Scotland side, but Julian Nagelsmann, the man in charge 40 years, the junior of Dick Advocat, one of the leading coaches in the game.
Sorry, so in that game against Scotland, they played a 5 at the back and they did very well until the red card. It's surprising to come here against arguably better opposition and play a 4 at the back. Very brave from the manager, Dick Advocat.
Mecha breaking forward from midfield for Germany, and he can't quite reach that pass from Sané. There was an opportunity. We can see what the pattern of this game is going to be. Tar to play that to Musiala. Kuna was in tight. Leandro Bakuna, elder of the two brothers. See, Burns gets on the ball. He can do this time. Bakuna trying to break away, but he's lost it. And here's Musiala on that turn. Able to win it back. Sancho Hansen. And the physicality of Curacao getting in strong with the challenges early on. Important. Already, when you see the performances of Paraguay and South Africa, you can't be passive.
I think an early goal kills Curacao here, but if they can keep them out for 20-30 minutes, have your counter-attacking opportunities, they can grow in confidence.
Kimmich moving. Mecha. Novic was a tidy player in the midfield, but they weren't so tidy there, Germany. Straight away, you can see what Curacao wanted to do. Certainly a vulnerability for Germany as this tournament goes on. But then exposed Curacao in behind here. And a chance for the early lead. What a block! What a fabulous block that was. Musiala shifting it onto Brown. Mecha. Verts. Mecha! Oh! Lift off in Houston for Germany. Felix Mecha. No saving that one. And Curacao could only hold on for about 5.5 minutes.
It was a brilliant, brilliant goal. They had their warning. It was a great block from Obispo. But then on the second opportunity, I think it was Florian Wirtz with a nice piece of skill, and what a finish from Mecha. On his right foot, plays a little 1-2, give and go, just bends it around Bazur, I think it is. Mecha, look, it bends it, uses the defender to bend it round him. The keeper can't see it because Booza's there. It's a brilliant finish from Mecha. And it's exactly what you need against a resolute low block, an early goal.
And the fastest goal of the tournament so far. In the 6th minute of the game. No chance for the Curacao goalkeeper, Eloy Room. And what a special moment for Felix Mecha. A player who represented England at youth level. He's not the only one in this Germany side, of course. Here's the other,
Yeni gol
Musiala.
hemen.
And Musiala, tough to stop. This could be a difficult time of things for Curacao. We thought it might be, but not to keep out Germany for longer.
The mentality has to be 0-0, Seb. It has to be 0-0. You start thinking we're 1-0 down, we have to chase the game. 5 minutes, 7 minutes in against this Germany side, it could be a long afternoon. But he has all the experience in the world. He'll know that. He'll be getting the message out to his team just to stick to the game plan.
78 years, 260 days to be precise. Largest ever manager to take charge of a side at a World Cup. Beating a record set just a few days ago. And that 4 years the senior. Getting behind it, tidied up by Kimmich, who's seen plenty of touches already. It's a tough group when it comes to the other teams in this group for Germany. Ecuador, Ivory Coast, but Curacao up first. On the platform here to impress early on. Musiala is finding room. Mecha again, fancies his chances again. And almost scored a better goal.
Almost a better strike from Metro, and it's just the overload they have in those central areas. They've got 6 across that front line. It's a great strike, looking to bend it the other way, start it outside and bring it back.
Kaldı.
Almost bending back into that top corner on the opposite side.
Unutuyoruz.
So Borussia Dortmund at the moment was at Manchester City. He made that under 19 appearance for England. Brother Lucas at Leeds United.
Looking between the lines there now. They've got 3, Germany all occupying, all looking to find space like that.
Havertz couldn't hold on to it. Maybe Hansen can go on a run. One of those who plays his football in England, Sonja Hansen, have been prepared to run with the ball so far. When it comes to the quality of opposition, though, and in a competitive game, this is the toughest game that Curacao have ever had. Havertz. Brown does love to get forward down that left-hand side. Here's Wirtz. Cuts inside, slides it in towards Havertz.
Sen.
Wirtz again. It's inside to Musiala. Gets it back, Wirtz. Trying to fashion room for a shot. See them combining already. Those attacking midfielders for Germany, Wirtz and Musiala. Sané. Mecha. Challenges flying in from Curacao. Trying to disrupt Germany. It's proving difficult for them. Tar. Touch from Musiala. Gets it back. Sané steps inside, wide. But they are moving that ball slickly.
And that's the key word, moving it slickly, moving it quick. Curacao haven't got a chance to get across his 1-2 touch play. Brilliant here. Just onside, works it onto his left foot, as you know he wants to. But Curacao, they've got 4 players all in front of Sané, so they do well in the end. It probably should be a corner, but they do very well in the end to smother the ball as quick as possible.
Of course, we've heard debate about one of the new laws coming in as far as corners being awarded by the VAR. It's only if the corner is awarded incorrectly that it will be corrected, not the other way around.
Key block as well from Brazil, because that's going into the bottom corner.
Havertz. Not much debate about his role in this Germany side. Important figure for them. Fresh off a Premier League title win with Arsenal. Brown. Shot of it. Little clip ball, and Mecha. Mecha.
Yeah.
Well, what a start he's having at the moment. They can't deal with him. Think about Kurasaw's preparation for this. High up the list would Mecha have been in there thinking. There's a lot of options, a lot of distractions for them.
I think that's the problem you face at the highest level. They would have focused on let's deny Wirtz, let's deny Musiala, let's deny Havertz that space, which they have done pretty well. But then when you have Mecha just picking up spaces, he's had 3 shots in the space of 12 minutes. What more can you do? This is brilliant angle. The way it's just perfect. The way he just uses Bazour as almost like a wall to bend it round to unsight the goalkeeper. Not only a brilliant finish, but a very smart finish.
The referee's angle, he does show that no chance for any goalkeeper has ever existed to say that. Neuer not involved so far. Schlotterbeck. Back to Tam.
Job same करेंगे
Moving the ball. Germany dominating proceedings so far. Thought it might be the case, but want to play with a swagger. Tam. Sending to Kimmich. Mixture of youth and experience in this Germany side. Kimmich, Schlotterbeck. Brown. Wirtz. Inside. Wirtz looks for the corner. How close was that in the end?
Very close. I think it's the underlap from Nathaniel Baum which allows Wirtz half a yard to come on his favoured left foot. Looking to whip it round into that far corner. But it's positive signs from Germany. They're getting any sort of shooting opportunity they want. They've got so many runners off the ball. So hard to pick up.
And 7 goals for Liverpool in his debut season in England. There's Bakuna, Janino Bakuna. And I think that came off him last in the end, real shame. But, like his brother, has plenty of experience of playing in England, Huddersfield Town, Birmingham and Rangers. Squad made up mostly players born in the Netherlands with our heritage. A real tight-knit group. There's Tam. To Kimmich. Sané. Good room for him to run into here if he can get past. Defender slips it inside. Mecha. Time look for the pull back in the end. Oh, that's nicely done by Bakuna to open up the space. You can hear the cheer of the Curaçao supporters. Rumours of 6,000 of them in the ground. Quite something. Saw a fair number of them at the Space Centre yesterday. You didn't want to join me to that, did you?
I had work to do.
That's very true. I've done all my work before, I was well prepared.
Fair play.
Germany look well prepared. Kadia sent off against Scotland in that pre-tournament friendly. That served a suspension. Again after that. Fears he might not be able to play because it's considered violent conduct. Havertz. Tam. Schlotterbeck. So far. Kimmich. Kimmich again. the operator. Will be a Curacao throw. Andros, I'm sure you've been in both positions here, being a dominant side, but also a side really up against it. The differing ways these two sides approach these situations. You mentioned just believing it's 0-0 in your head if you're Curacao.
Listen, I've been more on the Curacao side, where you're going against a big side. You can see an early goal, but if I'm a winger on this Curacao side or an attacking play, there's so much space. Yes, they haven't capitalised at the moment, but if they do tidy up on their final pass, they've got so many opportunities, and that's the mentality they have to get back into this game.
Which is an interesting point, really, because if it's not Curacao who can exploit it, other sides will, from a Germany point of view. It will end up being a problem for another day, but
I think USA did very well in the friendly in exploiting that. That's why Curacao would have seen that. They played a more attacking lineup, more pace in the front line to try and expose that. They haven't as of yet.
John wants the free kick, does get it in the end. Notice when he's got on the ball, Chong, Germany have...
We can get it on the half turn, get turn. He's very quick, very low centre of gravity, great dribbling ability.
6 caps before today, 3 goals already. Bijaytygaty. Good piece of action from Curacao. It's the positive reception of supporters. He's tough. He speaks about relishing the physical battle with opponents, but he's lost the ball there. Bijaytygaty can move it wide. Locadia waiting. They just need a good cross to come in. Chong is going to break to Locadia. Can they fashion the space? Bakuna loses out. And in the end, it goes over the bar. Those are the sort of opportunities. It was Bijaytygaty with the last effort, but almost every forward had an opportunity.
They had numbers forward as well, so probably Bijaytygaty takes a bit too long, allows the defence to get back. In the end, a speculative effort from Bijaytygaty. Again, positive signs.
Here's Kimmich. Curacao conceding that early goal, but still 1 down.
This is the formation they like to adopt, though. 3 at the back. One of Mecha or Pavlovic getting the ball, and Nathaniel Brown here in the inside half pocket, half space, or high and wide where Havertz is at the moment.
Havertz looking for Havertz. Too much on it. Well, you mentioned Nathaniel Brown there, and he's one of the new men to come into the squad. He's American heritage as well, but playing for Germany. And Manuel Neuer, not much to do so far, but setting quite the record today. Germany's oldest ever player, not just at World Cups, but in any game for the national side. An absolute great of the game.
Good to see them now also have the braveness to play out from the back, Curacao. 20 minutes in.
I suppose as a side you see that, don't you, when you get that moment that they had a minute or so ago, gives you the confidence. I believe you can create that moment again against this side. And they're doing it once more. They've opened up the Germany defence here. Hansen, can he get him behind? Locadia. Oh, there's the moment! History made for Curacao! Valencia. An island erupts with joy as the underdogs are level. And I said this stadium was loud, but it's got so much louder. Neuer beaten. Special moment for Levano Prominencia.
That's the moment they've been waiting for. Again, probably sloppy. They get a bit lucky, get a bit fortunate. It drops to Comenencia. It's a deflection in the end, but they won't care. They've been brave in the way they wanted to commit men forward. You create your own bit of luck, and what a moment that is for Curaçao. Amazing.
Their first goal at a World Cup. Bijaytygaty, he joyful beyond belief. And it really doesn't matter what happens after this, but it might get better all the same. And Locadia to run at the Germany defence. Oh, goodness me, he's gone down, but the referee not interested. And the Germans are wobbly.
Let's have a look. He drops the step over, takes it past. No, he takes it past Tar, but I don't know if he was looking for it. There's not enough contact. But again, another opportunity. Attacking that back three of Germany, where Curaçao are causing all sorts of problems.
Absolutely. As we have the hydration break, timely for Germany. Who would have thought that?
I think probably timely for Curaçao as well, just to not allow them to get carried away, get their heads back in the game. Don't want to commit too many men forward too early and have Germany break you, cut you open again. It's a very important moment for both sides.
Well, when you think about the hydration break coming at this point in time, Bijaytygaty will be thinking, why? Why? Because not only did they score that goal, they looked dangerous straight after as well. And you want to build on that, Andros, don't you?
100%. 20th minute, I said they played out from the back for the first time. The confidence was growing, the counter-attacks were coming. It was just that final ball. Even in the goal, the final ball wasn't perfect. They got a bit fortunate, but boy, did they take advantage of that. And now they're back in the game. Now let's see what this side competing in their first World Cup can do.
Well, some incredible moments in this World Cup so far. And don't forget, you could win £75,000 and a trip for two to New York to watch the FIFA World Cup final on the 19th of July. A single entry by text or online costs £2.50, plus your standard rate messages for texts. Entries close at 10 AM on Monday the 6th of July, and post closes at 12 PM on Thursday the 9th of July, and entrance must be 21 or over. And you can visit the website or scan the QR code on your screen for full entry details. And maybe Curaçao might be there for that World Cup final. What a story that would be. Now for Manuel Neuer, he's been beaten, and Germany struggled to keep clean sheets in recent tournaments. No clean sheet since the 2014 final at a World Cup. It was going on target. Don't worry about that deflection. Don't you dare take that away for Comenencia.
He strikes it cleanly enough on his left foot, but I think that the deflection does take it over the arms of Manuel Neuer, but I don't think any of those people care at all.
Well, Curaçao is a beautiful island in the Caribbean. Coral reefs and a community really that has been so excited for this competition and what they could do here. Just to be here is always the way, but when you are here and you have a moment like that, well, it will be remembered forever.
I think they came into this game with confidence there. I think they would have looked at the footage, gone over the film and seen that Germany do give you chances when they turn the ball over, and Curaçao looked to take advantage of that at every opportunity.
Here's Brown, as Germany now have had a chance to reset. This will be interesting now how the next 5 minutes go with that hydration break. Which is interesting in itself, considering that the roof is closed. It's very cool in the stadium. Germany would have treated it as a tactical break. Musiala. So difficult to knock off the ball. And so elusive, and wins the free kick. Well, Leandro Bacuna thought he got him, but he's a tough man to get.
He is, and that's the problem. That's the good thing about Germany, is when you're Musiala and you attract 3 Curacao players, you manage to wiggle your way in and out with your skill that leaves somebody else free.
So Kimmich with his free kick. Tar and Schlotterbeck, the 2 huge centre-backs. In the middle for Germany. Neuer's on halfway, but he wants to be closer than that. Some boos as Kimmich sends in that free kick to the back post, and it required the save. Schlotterbeck with a header, but Eloy Room puts it behind for a corner.
It's a well-worked set piece. Schlotterbeck just goes around to the far post, gets a decent enough contact.
Also checking if he got the touch. If he got the touch, it will be a corner to Germany. And remember, you can still concede a penalty even before the balls come into the penalty area. That's the warning from the referee to Bazor. Who's our defender? So Germany corner as they look to respond. Pushed away by Room. Brown will have another chance to send it in. Wirtz, this is where they're dangerous as Musiala try to flick it inside to Havertz. Might still break to Musiala, don't make the challenge there. Musiala, well, if you're going to make a challenge, you have to get it right. You really do have to get it right. Obispo did in the end.
He got it absolutely spot on, but oh wow, did he take a risk. Times it perfectly, Obispo.
Saw you jump out of your seat a bit there. So Germany to have another go. In the corner, Brown, Schlotterbeck arriving again. And Hansen putting it out of play. Only had 4 starts for Middlesbrough in the Championship last season. Sancho Hansen starting this game. I feel like the biggest of his career. Tar. See, there will be a threat from set pieces as well, Germany, in this game. Wirtz. Wirtz. Kimmich. Wirtz. Expecting to pop up all over that front line for Germany. Plays it inside. Sané thought about the shot, lays it across. Pavlovic blocked. What a block. And it had to be the goal scorer, didn't it? But Curaçao got in the way. Throwing themselves in front of the ball. Kimmich to take the corner. Germany return to their early pressure. Make sure the microphone can hear this corner taken sweetly. Here's Kimmich with the corner, the whip on that to the back post. It was tough to defend, but it was defended in the end. And they break here, Curaçao. There's space for Chong now. Can he work it wide? He had the option to his right. You could hear all the supporters screaming at him. But it's Chong again showing strength. He's got Wirtz defending there. Pavlovic. Now Wirtz. Sané. Riding inside. And Musiala though. It's a danger for Germany when they play passes like that, because if it breaks down, Curaçao have got a chance. Oh, that's a chance taken by Janina Bacuna. Metcher. Once again. Tatar. Well played in Houston. 1-1 between Germany and Curacao.
The problem Curacao are having, because they're only playing at 4 at the back, is when Havertz drops off or Musiala like there, who comes to pick him up?
Musiala trying to slide through to Mecha. Bakuna forward, flicked back by Hansen. Here's Chong. Couldn't work it wide. Sané through the middle. Sané found! The block comes in. Danger still not over. Havertz goes down. Oh, what a pass to find Leroy Sané. But desperate defending at the back, but important defending. That time it was Fonfield.
Third or fourth. Poor defending, I think, initially from Obispo, but his teammate Fonville covers round and gets in a crucial block. You can see there Sané just on his left foot. Looks like he's going beyond the keeper. It's a crucial block from Fonville.
Bakuna keeping that in play. They do string the passes together. Germany defensively do not look secure. Fonfield won't reach that though.
But I think you have to, when you're playing against a low block like Curacao, you have to commit men forward. There's no two ways about it. They're choosing to put 6 players on the front line, and obviously one of the trade-offs of that, you only got 3 at the back and potentially 1 holding midfielder in Pavlovic.
The belief is that Germany will play this way anyway against any opposition. Mecha. Sané. And the referee getting into Kimmich's way, but he clips it forward in any case. I don't think he'll be too pleased there. He has a look at the referee, who will apologise. Closest anyone's got to Kimmich, to be honest. It's the save from Room, the header from Schlotterbeck. And Eloy Room, the goalkeeper, one of the first to declare his allegiance to Curacao, who broke away from the Netherlands Antilles in a FIFA sense in 2010. Since then, they've been trying to recruit players with heritage from that part of the world. Pretty much all of them Dutch. Patrick Kluivert, one of the early managers, and he worked hard to get players on board. He only needed convincing, though, once he were better with their logistics and players to qualification matches, etc.
Look at this beautiful 3-2-5 shape from Curacao. Now they're really growing in confidence, really looking to play the way they did in their qualifiers.
Moving that ball well. There's Chong. They're one of the unfancied sides in their qualification group, with Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. They're showcasing the confidence that helped them reach this stage. Nino Bakuna. Oh, he was very interested, felt he was being tugged along the way. They're not taking a backward step.
Absolutely not. They don't have to set up for it. Gino Bakuna, Chong, Locadia, Comenencia. These are forward-thinking players. Yes, they have to do their defensive roles as well, but once they get the ball, the freedom to do what they want is theirs.
And they have the freedom of Curacao. They can pull off the result here. Even a draw could be argued the biggest ever World Cup shots. Kimmich to tie. Making taste to try and find a way through this Curacao defence. Pavlovic and Wirtz, who's had some nice touches so far. Musiala having his shirt pulled. Brown. Kimmich slips it back inside again. The break to Pavlovic, not quite. Mecha moves it on. Here's Havertz. Tidy feet in the end, but the room closed down. It will be a corner. It's Bazor defending it that time.
Brilliant play in that midfield area. Everybody knows Germany's players like to play in those sort of central areas in between the lines. Curacao know it, but because they're passing so quick, because they're little dummies and they're feints, they're just always finding spare men.
They're really cracking down hard on any sense of time wasting or time taken out of the game. At the moment, the referee there urging Germany to put the ball down for the corner quickly.
I think they took it quickly and he wasn't happy.
Too quickly for him, but then at least that gets on with it after that. It's been a tactic of some teams to take their time over set pieces. Unnerved defences a little. So Brown to take this Germany corner. And Brown sends it in, and you felt the set piece.
Top down, dude.
Would be a big difference for Germany, and it's proved to be the case. Schlotterbeck, the big defender, but he guided that home. And Germany back in front.
They had a warning about 10 minutes ago at the far post. This time he starts far, moves into the near post, almost unmarked.
Was his first goal for Germany, Nico Schlotterbeck of Borussia Dortmund, but he's looked a threat from set pieces, and that one paid off.
Yeah, he starts at the far post, and I think it's the first line of Curacao is zonal marking. So when he comes to the near post, no one joins him. He gets in front of the sort of the front zone, and it's an easy header, unopposed.
And so they restore their advantage. They did have a wobble, maybe the... It is going to be a unique...
Capacidad en el juego aéreo y ya marcó diferencia. Lo mencionamos antes de que cobraran la tercera vez. Si no salió en la tercera y sí en la cuarta.
La cuarta, sí.
I think Bastian Schweinsteiger must have whispered in your ear about those moves.
I wish you would have told me something. He wasn't giving anything away.
You might not have known. Not now. State secrets, aren't they? Lineups. Is Wirtz to lay it inside? To Nacha score of that first goal in the 6th minute. Quite a bit's happened since then. Wirtz lays it inside. They can't quite find Havertz, and that's nice footwork, isn't it, by Juninho Bacuna, but he's hustled out of possession. Wirtz has it again. You just think of it, in the second half, Curacao will be attacking the fans with, you know, the goal with the fans behind in the blue shirt.
Imagine if they score there.
Oh, yeah. Coming up, we've got the Visa halftime show. Rebecca Lowe, Thiago Alcantara, Chicharito, Javier Hernandez, and Alexi waiting to tell you their verdict. There's one or two things to talk about for them here. is Pavlovic. Neat and tidy midfielder player. Brown to lay it once again to Viet, who loves to drift in off that left-hand side. Musiala here has found space.
É boa ideia.
Does well. Fonville for Curacao. Doing pretty well. Hansen just chasing that. Wonder if it'd been under hit a little. Play on, says the referee. Looked like a foul on Chong, who's bemused by the referee's decision. I think I was too. He's Common and Sear again. Whose name passes into World Cup folklore already. Juninho Bacuna. And Curacao have posed a threat. Viet's wide. Brown now.
They do have to be careful when they go forward like that, though, opening themselves up. You cannot give Germany a lot of when they're countering.
Trying to work the angles again with these short, slick passes around the edge of the box. Working so hard without the ball here at Curacao. Might that tell on their legs later on? It might. The concentration levels needed to do the job they're doing back there, well, off the charts, really. Not to mention the art of defending that they're showing here. Another corner. Got to watch for Schlotterbeck again, haven't we? He's darting around towards the back post this time. He's won that one too. He's won just about every header from the last 3 or 4 corners and scored with one of them.
And it's through the same movements every time. He's finding a pick and getting free, and then his timing is so good in the air. It's just been menacing.
Which makes it surprising, doesn't it, that that was his first Germany goal, and this is 28th cap today. Borussia Dortmund defender Nico Schlotterbeck. Another corner room. Gets enough distance with the punch. Kimmich to pick it up again for the Germans, who want a third goal here to take into half-time. Musiala, mesmerising skill. He's got it all, hasn't he? With the ball at his feet, and another fantastic block. Sane lays it off. Another block, this time by Juninho Bacuna, who heads it away. That goal is leading a pretty charmed life at times.
She can't take it.
They're loving it, aren't they? Absolutely loving it, whatever the result is. They've seen their team score at the World Cup.
It's almost like a training exercise at times, Ian, where you're just playing in a very tight space trying to score goals, and somehow, some way, Curacao kept it out a number of times.
Here's Sane. Easily cut out the clock ticking round, and we're playing the 4 minutes added on at the end of an eventful first half here. And that goal scored by Curacao would have sent reverberations right the way around planet football. Chong now. They've got a bit of pace, and here's Common and Sear again. Chong wants it played into him. Hansen this time. didn't really get hold of it. But there again is evidence of Curaçao's ambition in this game. They're not just sitting back. And some of the defending's been heroic from Bazoa and Obispo and Fonville and Floranus. Fits again, plotter in chief. Brown to lay it back, and Mecha goes down. They want a penalty kick, and the referee points to the spot. No protest from Curaçao either. Not really.
Yeah, very light protest. It's hard to tell from where we are, but judging by the reaction.
Quick word from Mark Clattenburg. What do you think then, Mark?
Once the defender dives in, he catches him on the back foot, and therefore it was a simple penalty. The referee's in a very, very good position. It was that second movement of the leg. He goes to ground. If he kept his leg low, then he might have got away with it. But once he lifts his leg up, there's a secondary touch on the opponent's leg, and therefore a simple decision for the referee to give.
Bazoa's challenge.
Yeah, I agree with Mark, and I thought the chance had gone when Mecha took the touch and then the second touch, but can't go to ground like that. You make any contact, you give the referee no choice, and now Kai Havertz will step up to try to make it 3-1.
Right on half-time as well. It would have been great for Curaçao if they could have gone in with the margin only one. Kai Havertz, a scorer in the Champions League final for Arsenal from the spot. Curaçao fans behind the goal trying to put him off. But they don't. It's 3-1. Cool as you like, Kai Havertz. Great penalty, wasn't it?
Really calm from Kai Havertz. Starts his motion to the ball. Little stutter here. Lets Eli Room lean to his left. Kai Havertz rolls it to his left. Simple penalty, simple goal, and 3-1 Germany heading into halftime.
The first time they've scored 3 in the first half of a World Cup game since that amazing semi-final against Brazil when they won 7-1. You might remember, and went on to win the World Cup. Half-time, what a half that was. Curaçao shocking everybody with a goal, but Germany have 3. Half-time analysis coming up from Houston. It's Germany 3, Curaçao 1.
Gentlemen, thank you. So debutants Curaçao giving a credible account of themselves so far, but Germany do have that 3-1 lead at the break in Houston. Coming up with us, highlights from the first half. We'll break down Curaçao's performance and we'll get you ready for Netherlands-Japan coming up later from Dallas. See you in a sec.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is sponsored by Ferrero. Go all in and score big with our match day treats.
Find your fun again.
Oh, boy.
How about this sunlight? This is good.
Carnival is calling.
At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
How far is this lot? You couldn't pay for something a little closer? It'll be fine. It's all walking distance. Great. If we jog, we might make it in time for the encore.
Sometimes saving a few bucks just isn't worth it in the long run. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. Unless you want to get your steps in.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
This is quite a game. It'll be a free kick. Oh, what a goal! And emotion overflows.
Adams to Centrum, ready for anything. Finds Advil, that's strong support. And Tom's looking to counter-attack. It's Tyler Adams! Every goal starts with an assist.
Hey, be safe.
We will. Thanks, Dad.
Don't make that guy for an ultra.
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026. What do you believe? What do you truly believe? No one knows the future, but if we ask the questions, the world answers.
We've tested new Dove Advanced Care in real life with real women going all out.
72-hour sweat and odor protection and skin-soothing pro ceramides.
Advanced sweat, smell, and skincare. New Dove Advanced Care.
Get your game on and try new Dr. Pepper Tic Tac.
Buy any 2 Ferrero brands and you could win $1 million.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 halftime show on Fox is presented by Visa.
Well, it took Germany just 6 minutes to score through Felix Metscher, but they've not had it all their own way. There was a nervous moment or two. It's 3-1 Germany, Curaçao, as we welcome you inside our studio. I'm Rebecca Lowe. Alongside me, Thiago Alcantara. We have Javier Hernandez and Alexi Lalas, of course, on duty on this Sunday for you. So how did it all happen? Well, it started pretty quickly for Germany. You have to say that. Javier, 6 minutes on the clock. That goal.
Yes, Felix Metscher doing a 1-2 amazing with Florian Wirtz. Germany starting with the right foot in this game.
1-1, Thiago.
Caribbean style. See how things are and then making theirs. Counter-attack, really great play for them and making history.
Ooh, what a moment that was. Their first ever goal and their first ever World Cup. Yep.
Yeah, we heard Landon Donovan talking about Germany targeting Schlotterbeck on the back post. He says, no, we're going to go to the near post here. Nathaniel Brown puts it right on the money. Muscle man right there. And now Germany says, all right, hold on. Well, this isn't going to happen here. Metscher takes the foul there. And who steps up? Kai Havertz. There you go. There you go. 3-1 Germany. But Curaçao with that goal and that moment in history.
Yeah, absolutely. Job almost done. Live Group E standings. Germany desperate to avoid another early exit this summer. They currently sit in first place. Ivory Coast and Ecuador will square off a little bit later on today. Before that game, though, it is the Netherlands against Japan. The most popular man in Dallas, our guy, Clarence Seedorf, Netherlands legend. We're going to hear from him, Peter Schmeichel and Rob Stone on the other side of this.
Two croissants, please.
You should use the Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo.
Good call. I'd love to pay.
Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. That's scoring like a 2%er. The Active Cash Visa credit card from Wells Fargo. Terms apply.
I think they gave me a yellow card once.
Every Walmart Plus member knows free delivery means unexpected guests of any size are not a problem.
Carl looks like he can eat.
He's a machine. This is why I'm a Walmart Plus member. Groceries delivered free today.
You guys seeing what I'm seeing?
Carl makes me sneeze. Good thing pharmacy delivery is free too. Who knew?
Mom knew.
With Walmart Plus, I can handle the rest. It's worth it.
What a beautiful animal. I see you, Carl.
Did you know salsa was invented when Puerto Ricans took Cuban rhythms to New York? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was born when the Japanese took judo to Brazil. When North African frying traditions met Spanish dough, Spain made the churro. After Jamaicans took their sound systems to the UK, the world got punk. And this is what the world gets when 48 nations meet to play one beautiful game.
My mom always believed in me. Maybe a part of her knew that I could do it. You have the people around you who support you. It gives you that much more peace going into the big games because no one makes it here alone.
Where is he? 10 seconds before the whistle, and you think this is a good time to fill it at sea bass? Really, Terry? Come on.
Just grabbing snacks for the game.
Just get them delivered, you donut. What are you doing?
You need to leave, Gordon Ramsay.
Who could cook at a time like this with hundreds of deals on Uber Eats?
With Spectrum, this summer I'll never miss. Never miss Brazilian flair. I feel incredible. German grit, Argentinian passion, or good old American hustle.
Because with Spectrum TV, I've got over $100 worth of my favorite streaming apps included at no extra cost with live TV. And with Spectrum Internet, I've got the best experience to stream live sports. I never miss.
McKinney, again McKinney! Using my country on home soil for the world's biggest stage for soccer. It's a dream come true. I realized how lucky I was to have people in my life like him.
The Orange Army in Dallas, which hosts a tournament-high 9 matches. The first of those games kicks off later today as the Netherlands meet Japan in a top 20 showdown from right here, Dallas Stadium. So glad you're with us, Rob Stone. Former Danish keeper Peter Schmeichel. Dutch legend Clarence Seedorf is here as well. Yes, the Orange Army has found their way to Big D. What should that fan base expect from the Netherlands national team today?
Well, first of all, amazing that you guys are here. Love you all. They should expect that personality, the characteristic, total football going forward.
Yeah, but they're playing Japan today. And don't forget, the Japanese coach said before the tournament, we are going to the USA, to Mexico and Canada to play the World Cup, to win it and bring the trophy back. So it's going to be a great game for sure. 2 class teams.
It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great pregame show. Clarence has promised us a surprise, Rebecca. Stand by for that coming up on the pregame show.
Oh, we look forward to that, Rob. Thank you. We had a surprise ourselves. The moment of the half, sponsored by Visa. This is what the World Cup is all about. When the smallest nation stun the big boys, Levano Comenencia will never have to buy a drink in Curacao ever again.
We practice this. Stick to the glass. No improv, no theatrics. Just head
the ball. These players are doing whatever they want all the time. And we need to control this. He's not even listening to me. Don't talk to me. Guys, we're filming you.
Estoy a esto.
I knew you, but I didn't know your name. Hey, what are you doing?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on! 5 minutes. Going down the 4. About 3. You had 1.
Mom, can we leave?
So on this first one, I'll knock, you talk?
Yeah. Hi. I'm your neighbor.
We're having a watch party.
Would you like to come?
Sounds like fun. Yeah. Hey, Alex, what's up?
Hello, welcome. Come on in, guys.
Unlimited home internet that keeps everyone connected. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
The new Legend of the Seas, only on Royal Caribbean.
The sun can shine or the rain can fall. It doesn't really matter at all. If it's cold or hot, it's a beautiful day. It's the rainbows and if the kids are okay.
Hurry into your dealer today to get a great offer on a new 2026 Volkswagen Atlas.
James? Okay. Hello, Wendy. Plutôt goûte à la bikini?
Wendy's Minions and Monsters meal. Minions and Monsters. Only in theaters July 1st.
Friday on Fox.
It's the United States on the ball!
After their dominant win in LA, Pulisic and the U.S. take on Australia. Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on Fox is presented by Lay's.
Germany perhaps thought, and they'd be forgiven for thinking, that after 5 or 6 minutes this was going to be easy. That was 1-0, but Curaçao have come to play. They've come to do something, to disrupt. It went to 1-1, but the half finished 3-1 in the end to Germany. 45 more minutes to go. And in that dressing room, Julian Nagelsmann, Thiago, would have been saying what to the players?
I think how we can defend better, because they didn't expect to concede that goal, and Germany have a really strong team. But then Curaçao was cheeky with the ball, was having this confidence to make the counterattacks, and they will find chances during the game. So I think they have to correct that, and if not, there will be a second scary half here.
38-year-old Julian Nagelsmann retaking his position on the bench. Let's take you back to our commentary team, Ian Dark and Landon Donovan, and we'll see you at full time.
Thank you very much indeed, Rebecca. In that first half, 8 of the 10 German outfield players had a shot. The exceptions being Kimmich and Tah, two of the defenders. So there's more defending to do here for Curaçao, but can they cause another sensation? They're going to make a change here. And Tonissa, who usually plays out on the left wing, replacing Tonje Hansen. So that is a like-for-like switch. Plays his football in the lower divisions in Greece for Kapisia, Jeremy and Tonissa. There was a period of great embarrassment for Germany in that first half when they found themselves 1-1 against Curacao. And there are 39 German cities that are bigger than Curacao. Quite a few American ones as well.
I was going to say, maybe more American ones than that.
I think Curacao is the size of Springfield, Massachusetts. Don't think they qualified for the World Cup. Maybe the World Club Cup down the line somewhere.
I'm impressed that you know where Springfield, Massachusetts is.
Well, somebody wrote it down for me.
All right.
We looked it up. Tar to lay it forward to Germany. The pressure's off them a little bit again now.
It is, Ian, but they're like you said, embarrassment is the right word. They were embarrassed to get scored. I mean, nobody expected Curacao to score a goal here against Germany, and I think they probably feel like they need to win 6-7, 8-1 to make this feel okay. 3-1 is simply not good enough for them. They will get hammered in the German press if they don't make this bigger scoreline.
Kimmich's ball. Oh, and
Öyle
it's
Andy.
beautiful from Musiala. It's a sensational strike from him. He made it look easy. It wasn't. The Germans starting to pull away.
And that's what I was just saying. I had a feeling they were going to come out and continue to push and push. We saw the opposite with Mexico the other day, taking their foot off the pedal. Not this German team. Good diagonal run into the box. And getting this off his foot quickly doesn't allow Eloy room to set. It's a fantastic finish inside the far post. That man's happy. 4-1 to Germany.
A first ever World Cup goal for the very talented Jamal Musiala. And one to remember in crowning his comeback from a very bad injury. He's been back since January after that leg break.
And I was talking about the sort of the emotional aspect and dealing with the press and having to do that, but there's also the practical of goal differential could play a factor. You could see Ecuador and Germany both beating Ivory Coast and Curacao going into the last game, both on 6 points. If they're to draw that game, goal differential becomes the tiebreaker. So I expect that Germany will keep pushing here and make that goal differential really big.
Let's see if they are pretty pitiless about this. Not much room for sentiment in big-time sport. Because that's exactly what Curacao didn't want right at the start of the second half, having conceded very early in the first too.
And the flip side of that coin is for Curacao, can you keep it 4-1 or maybe make it 4-2 and keep your goal differential down in hopes of being maybe a third place team that goes through?
Just broke up that attack for a moment, but Musiala got it back again. Tar lays it forward. Mecha, nice football. Musiala thought about the shot. Juninho Bacuna got in a good challenge. It's picked up now by Kimmich. And it was almost a collector's item. Kimmich losing the ball in possession. Probably happens about once every 3 years. He's very much the leader out there. Nagelsmann said he would cut the grass and drive the team bus if you asked him.
Probably be good at that too.
Oh, he's played quickly. Oh, and Room had to make a save, and he's very annoyed with his defenders who'd switched off for a moment there.
This shocked him, and what a save. Just getting his hands up. That ball was on him very quickly.
And Metro again involved. Wirtz, Brown turns very well. Floranus gets it away, not far. It keeps on coming back. They can't get out, Curacao.
Well, you see how high Jonathan Tah is. He's just playing a couple yards off wherever Curaçao's top player is, and it allows them to keep the pressure on and not allow the field to flip.
Nice turn again from Enmecha. Pavlovic, and now Havertz trying to work it onto his left foot. Musiala's back heel. Zane quickly onto it. He is a speed merchant still, Zane. This scoreline is exactly mirroring the scoreline by which Curaçao lost to Scotland in one of their recent prep games. They took the lead in that game with Chong. That's Musiala's wonderfully taken goal from what looked pretty much an impossible angle. It wasn't impossible for him. That's Locadia with the layoff. Now Fonville. Obispo. Loose. Can they find the occasional attacking threat? I think Chong was being definitely held by Brown. He gets away with it, no yellow card. Just a reminder, if you're new to watching this game, 12 groups of 4, top 2 in each group, go through to a round of 32, along with the 8 best third-place teams. Chong into Juninho Bacuna, who's been really busy. I think he's covered almost every blade of grass out there. Inside by Leandro Bacuna. Incoming Ensea. Didn't really want it there, I don't think. In the end, they have to concede a throw, and the throws have to be taken quickly at this World Cup. If you dawdle over it, the throw can be given to the other side. Wirtz. Another great block. So Leandro Bacuna it was.
Yeah, and what happens over time, there's not only the physical toll that is taken by defending for this long, but the mental toll to stay tuned in. And you're seeing Germany now. Clever little quick free kicks, quick crosses, quick plays into the box, and Curaçao starting to fall asleep a little bit.
Yeah, we talked about the concentration in the first half. And look at that, Neuer has to play the sweeper keeper on the halfway line. When have you ever seen that?
Well, a lot from him.
Havertz trying another shot with his left foot. You've got to be careful this doesn't become like a shooting gallery. At the moment, it's resembling one. That was Pavlovic this time.
Well, again, everything's happening quickly now. Germany playing at a speed that Curaçao are not comfortable with. Every time there's a ball out of play, dead ball, they're putting it back in play quickly, and it's causing a ton of problems.
Nothing's going to spoil the party for those Curaçao fans. Scan the QR code on the screen to vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match as this game progresses.
Probably in Metro right now, right? He's been very good. Musiala good.
He's leading the Landon Donovan poll, is he?
I think so.
Okay. Do you get a vote on this?
I could scan it, yeah.
I'm sure you can, actually. You're sitting here with me. Now then. Here come Curaçao again, and they're trying to get a foothold. Musiala, but the more ambitious they get, the more they chase it, the more gaps they're going to leave behind. That's the problem. But what a brave, bold performance this is from Curaçao on their World Cup debut. They only just qualified in the last match, 0-0 away to Jamaica. Jamaica had a last-minute penalty given. VAR overturned it. Some things are written in the stars, you know. That's well defended. Good little interception from Juninho Bacuna. But there'll be some tired legs and minds for Curaçao now. Sane. Could be a long second half, this. With a tiny island nation, 40 miles off the coast of Venezuela. A lot of their fans were at the Space Center yesterday, telling us one or two they'd never seen a freeway before. Really? Yeah. Just a break in the play as Musiala goes down. He's the player they definitely need. Him and Wirtz will be the creators in chief if Germany are to make a deep run at this World Cup. It's just a question of whether they've just got that something extra. There's no Toni Kroos these days, or Ilkay Gundogan, or Thomas Müller. You want to go back, and Klinsmann and Klose. So many great German players, Franz Beckenbauer, Gerd Müller, the list is endless. They've achieved so much in World Cup history that they are looking to put a coat of paint on their reputation at this World Cup. Kimmich, a little attempted through ball for Sane. Curaçao just looking a little more heavy-legged now. Don't you think, Landon?
Yeah, it's hard work. I mean, they've been chasing for almost 60 minutes now, and Germany have been pretty relentless in their pressure.
Commandant did some more good work and found Locadia, and they're getting quite a few blue shirts forward here. Here's Chong. Possession rather squandered. Coming up on Fox, it's more World Cup action. The Netherlands taking on Japan. That is a really tasty game. That match following our game here on Fox. Two countries I'd describe as pretty dangerous outsiders, Netherlands and Japan. Netherlands 3 times runners-up at the World Cup. Arguably the greatest team never to win it. That one with Johan Cruyff in '74 when Germany were champions. Tar. The game being played almost exclusively now in Curaçao's half. Oh, it's a clever ball towards Brown, but Room was switched on and alert. The Moroccan referee does give the free kick. And Julian Nagelsmann Having quite a row down there with the fourth official.
He's been quite emotional in this game.
Yeah.
I thought he would be a little more calm, but it is his first World Cup game, and he's excited just like the players are.
Yeah, only 38. Progressive coach, as he's proved at a very young age with Hoffenheim, Leipzig, Bayern. Now he's got to do it with the national team. Free kick taken by the skipper, Leandro Bacuna. Back to Comenense, who's had a great game, apart from his goal, I think, here for Curacao. Works so very, very hard. Locadia again. He thought he was fouled, and the referee agrees.
Locadia does really well here. Uses his body, gets low to the ground, and spins Ta. Ta has no choice but to foul him. It's a party here in Houston, Ian. Fans loving it.
Copy that. Now then, is this another moment for Curacao, who've already shocked every observer of world football with a goal against Germany? They're not going to score another one, are they?
I'm not betting against them.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 waiting, trying to get on the end of this. Oh, and Leandro Bacuna was that close.
Antonis, a good service here, just over the head of Kimmich. And Bacuna gets his head on it. Can't get up over it enough to get it down.
What's the chance there, wasn't it?
Yeah, decent chance there.
Decent chance. Tar picks it up again. Oh, it's a great run in behind, and Zane, with a wonderful opportunity, blazes it wide.
Well, they can't believe it. I can't believe it, Ian. I was waiting for the net to bulge here. Fantastic little clipped ball by Ta, and the first touch is excellent. Exactly where you want it. You expect Leroy Sané to score from there. He certainly does.
So gifted, but quite an enigma. One of these days in Turkey for Galatasaray. 77th cap for Leroy Sané on the right-hand side. And Julian Nagelsmann will have to lean on his wing wizardry at times with no Lennart Kyle. So on comes a man who's quite a story, Dennis Undav. 4 years ago playing in the Belgian second division. Now he's banging in the goals. 6 in 9 caps at the start of his career. Musiala just given a little rest, and Undav with a chance to state his case in the World Cup. It did seem as if Nagelsmann was not much of a fan, with 1 or 2 controversial quotes about Undav, for which he later apologized. But he's giving them the chance now. Margarita is going to come on a forward. Joel Margarita, who plays for Beveren in Belgium. And don't forget the little white dotted lines you see under the names Germany and Curacao right at the top of the screen there, denoting how many substitutes each team has left. Slightly brighter spell here and Tonisset. And now Chong. There's Chong again. He can be a live wire. It hasn't quite worked for him today. And pushing more men forward here. Floralis lays it inside. Leandro Bacuna. Tar had to watch that. It was a difficult bounce. He coped well with it. The Bayern Munich man. Free kick as Leandro Bacuna goes down.
Undav doesn't see him here. Just goes to flick the ball. Little contact with Bacuna. And another good opportunity here for Curaçao to put something in front of the goal and create a chance.
It's just before the hydration break, which will be a feature of every game, regardless of the fact that the roof is on here, so there's no boiling heat for the players to deal with. Well dealt with again, and this will surely be offside. It's not going to count, I'm sure of that. Miles offside. The Curaçao fans haven't quite realised that. But that was the easiest offside decision anybody's going to take.
Just offside there.
Stays 4-1. The Blue Wave supporters behind that goal enjoyed it nonetheless. Good recovery speed from Floralis. Room here. Zane. Good covering from Fonville. Did really well. I think that's what you call putting out the fire before it starts. Undav and Havertz. Undav will love to come up with a World Cup goal. Wirtz again. It's all a bit tight in there, but there's the goal that they're looking for. And it's Nathaniel Brown. What a moment for him. Forced his way in the team, and now he's on the score sheet.
Barnes.
Well, as it came in, I was curious maybe if he's offside. That was the only question, and we'll get another look at it. Close, but what a fantastic finish. With his right foot, you can see him strike through the laces, down into the ground. Impossible for Eloy Room to get down that quickly. Really good finish. And 5-1 to the Germans.
First international goal, scoring at the World Cup, and I think he's at the start of what might be a stellar career. It's the hydration break now. You can see the offside flag there, and it's sponsored by Lenovo. The match break sponsored by Lenovo. To Germany.
I can. You can't spell American without it. During the Jeep Make This the Summer event, say I can in the original can-do vehicle. I can go where freedom takes me. I can bring the whole crew and everything that comes with them. And in America's most patriotic brand, I can take it all in. You can do anything in the new Jeep brand lineup during the Jeep Make This the Summer event.
Right now during the Jeep Make This the Summer event, purchase and get 0% financing or get $4,500 total bonus cash allowance on 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee models.
Taco Bell's Lutz boxes are peak luxury. When you can get classics for $5, indulgences for $7, or discover new luxuries for $9, like the shredded beef dipping taco, opulence is at your fingertips whenever the mood strikes. It may even go to your head.
Excuse me, who makes this house red? It's sublime.
Pat?
Back in love again.
Try Taco Bell's $5, $7, and $9 Lutz boxes.
What does it take to be the greatest of all time? It's making everything and everyone around you better. Here's to the greatest of all time.
Our journey started 160 years ago because it's the devotion of fans that keeps this country moving. And across every mile, every engine, and every dream, we've protected them all. Valvoline, the original motor oil.
What you drinking?
I'll have light, please.
More goals, more celebrations. Coors Light.
It's quite a sight, isn't it? The home, of course, of the Houston Texans. And with 67,000 fans packed in today, 6,000 of them from Curacao itself. Leon Goretzka there is one of those about to be introduced. Antonio Rudiger as well, long-time stalwart for Germany. And David Raum, the left back who's been displaced in the team by the man who's just scored, Nathaniel Brown. Rudiger replacing Tar in central defence, and this is simply a question really of fresh legs, looking after players with other games coming up, of course, in the group.
Did Nagelsmann not tell them during the break that they were coming off? Why did they all go out onto the field and then run all the way back over? Don't understand that. Maybe he just decided. I digress, Ian.
I think it's FIFA protocol.
Well, they didn't have to go all the way to their positions over there.
You can have that argument with them.
Okay.
Because there is this rule this time that substitutes have to get off the field within 10 seconds of the board going up.
Right, even more reason not to go all the way to the other side of the field.
If not, the guys coming on have to wait a whole minute. That could be important. There could be something contentious with that, I think, as the competition goes on. Nathan by Antonisa. Difficult one for Floranus. Raum making his presence felt straight away down that left-hand side, and now Wirtz. Yeah, that's a foul by Pavlovic. Fancy Germany for a long run, Landon?
You know, I was just thinking about that. It's hard to tell, obviously, from today, right? Curacao are not at the level of the top teams in this tournament. They look pretty good. I think Musial and Wirtz have something different, and teams that generally go a long way in these tournaments have some special players, and they've been good. Sane, if he gets going a little bit, and Kai Havertz obviously dangerous in front of goal. I think the questions will be, can they defend at a high level? Conceding to this team is not a good start to the World Cup for them. And I think teams with good attacking players will feel confident. But Are they a favorite? No, I don't think so. But could they make a deep run in the tournament? Probably, yeah.
Just one of the intriguing questions. Later tonight on Fox Sports 1, a double-header. Ivory Coast against Ecuador, followed by Sweden facing Tunisia. Here's Chong. He's done well, and there was nobody really in that central area. He had a right to expect there would have been. It was a good enough ball, wasn't it, Landon?
Yeah, he did really well on this right side, and Margarita, for whatever reason, stopped making the run at the far post. I always tell players, if you want to score, you got to get in front of the goal, and you got to take chances, and Margarita just stopped there.
You'll have that from a lot of strikers. Take a gamble. He didn't. Again, Common and see it. This time Chong's waiting in the middle. Oh! Sensational piece of play, it really was. From Marguerite.
Steps inside on his right foot, and when he came off his footy, and I thought that was going to hit the net, just over the outstretched hands of Neuer. Unfortunately for Germany, over the crossbar.
And for all Germany's goals, Curaçao have scored one and had two other pretty big chances. The one that Leandro Bacuna put over the bar, and then that effort which whistled not very far away from Marguerite.
That's what I was just saying. That is going to be their Achilles heel throughout this tournament. When they play good teams, they're going to concede a lot of chances.
Undav's ball in, drops for Havertz, and there could be something here. No, there won't be, because Rome is going to take charge of it. Rome has been 11 years in the Curaçao team. Here's Goretzka. Again. It's almost football in a phone booth at times in there from Germany. Looking to work intricate little openings, and Havertz has done well there. And they could here with Kimmich, lays it across goal. And Undav is in there. And Germany, well, they keep on hitting the back of the net, and Dennis Undav scores at the World Cup. His fairy tale goes on. Seven in 10 caps for Dennis Undav now.
Starts with clever work down the left side. Little slip ball down the line. As it came across, I was thinking, first time here, Kimmich will hit it. Second time there, he'll hit it. But he's seen this all before. Rolls it across. Wants to get his striker on the board here. And Undav, not cleanest contact. But you put it on net and good things happen. 6-1 now to Germany.
And 6 different scorers. Pavlovic. Here's Chong. A little bit of a problem for Leandro Bacuna, who's had to sit pretty deep most of the time. Curaçao have worked so hard to try to contain Germany, but it's very, very difficult given the gulf. There could be another one here. Lazoa doing the defending. Here's Marguerite. Curaçao still believing they might be able to come up with a second goal to delight their legion of supporters behind that goal they're attacking. I think there's no question whatever, Curacao will leave this stadium with heads held high. Still got to play the other two teams in the group as well. A few days off. Ecuador and Ivory Coast. Those two teams waiting to play each other. This game's on Fox Sports 1 for you. It's going to be a feast of football for the next, well, month plus. Of course, a lot of the teams will be going home early. Which two will stay the duration? Rudiger, part of the eventful season at Real Madrid. There are other adjectives I could have used. Strong again. Good work off the ball by Germany. Keep working hard. Here's Havertz. It's one of those situations, I think, where everyone fancies they might be able to nick a World Cup goal here. Sane, who hasn't got one so far today. Been involved a lot, mine. Inside the last 9 minutes. Germany, of course, on their way to a 3-point start, as almost inevitably it was going to be. Although we did wonder for a few minutes when Curacao equalised in the first half. Nobody that deep. Not even Schlotterbeck. There we get James Corden, and the After Hours crew will be on Fox tonight for another nightly wrap of everything going on in the World Cup. That's on Fox at midnight local. Curacao going to bring on another striker, Jovan Castanilla, who led the way with 5 World Cup qualifying goals. And for Germany, a chance for Waldemar Anton, Borussia Dortmund central defender. He was originally Mats Hummels' replacement at Dortmund when they snapped him up from Stuttgart. Sometimes nicknamed the defensive tower. The referee pulls back the play here. Germany, of course, also have to play those other two teams in the group. The 3 points today won't settle the issue, not at all. Ivory Coast, pretty talented. Let in only 5 goals in 18 qualifying matches in South America. That might be the best defensive record in the world.
I'm really intrigued by that match tonight.
Yeah.
The beauty of the World Cup being is all these contrasting styles that never play against each other, except in these tournaments.
Marguerite on this left-hand side now, again. So another little test here for the German defence. That's the goal by Undav, one which he can put on his show reel. Pavlovic starts the latest German attack wave. Havertz missed a lot of the season in England with injury, but was back for the business end of it all. Arsenal winning the Premier League title and getting to the Champions League final. I think some people in North London of a red and white persuasion are still celebrating all that. Return ball played in Raum here. He wants one too. The legs of goalkeeper Rum do the job.
And he did really well, because that was a tricky one. It got deflected on the way in, and he reacted well, and fortunately fell right to him.
His team have conceded 6 goals, but you'd have to say he's had a pretty good game back there, the Miami FC goalkeeper. 37 years of age now too. What a thrill, what an experience for these Curacao players. I'd say their man of the match is the guy who scored, Coman Ensaya. Still full of energy as well this late in the game. Floranus had made the run forward again. Germany having to do some defending with Schlotterbeck. Great scenes behind that goal. Blue is the colour, all right. Here's Rudiger, not first choice anymore. Looks to drop in one behind, but nothing doing this time. Castania now for Curacao, one of the substitutes brought on by Dick Advocat, who will be 79 in September. Still looks well, still loves the game. Title winner, PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands, treble with Rangers in Scotland, title winner in Russia with Zenit St. Petersburg, where he is an honorary citizen of that very, very fine town of St. Petersburg. Undav's ball, Havertz is in here. Oh, that's cute. That's very cute. And it's 7. Goal scorer's goal, that.
Comes from a turnover in midfield. And Havertz, you can see the deflection there from Goretzka. Played through. Havertz turns on the speed, and then just the experience, the technique. Lays Eli Room down, clips it over him. Number 7 with the 7th goal for Germany.
Cute finish, isn't it? The comments of Landon Donovan, who on this day 24 years ago scored for the USA against Poland. Remember that, Landon?
Is that long ago?
In the World Cup, yeah. USA were already through despite the defeat. And then the Mexico game.
That one I remember.
USA getting to the quarterfinals 2002. Could the team this year match that kind of run, or maybe even better it? Goretzka helps it on here to Raum, who's been able to play almost like an outside left since he's come on. Broken up again by Schlotterbeck.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about the expansion of the World Cup to 48 teams, Ian. And a lot of people were against it. My podcast colleague, Tim Howard, not for it. But I actually love it. When you sit in this stadium and you see the 6,000 Curacao fans and what it means to them, you saw them celebrate the goal. So the short term is the joy that that brings. But long term, a country like Curacao, who now receive all the money that comes from this, the recognition, you could see them over time get better and better and become a team that is a perennial World Cup team. And I think that's really valuable. So I love it. I love seeing what's happened here today. And hopefully this helps jumpstart that nation into becoming a more prominent World Cup nation.
Here's another thing that's happened today. A really strange one. This is a World Cup game with no cards. No yellow cards. Juninho Bacuna looking to help it through to Margarita, who's looked quite lively since he came on. I wonder whether he might get a start next time. They really have tried their heart out and put on quite a show here, Curacao, but the gap is just too big in terms of class and resources. 72 places in the world rankings.
Sure, and the other piece, Ian, is that with 8 third-place teams going through, you never know, right? Their goal differential is going to be a challenge now. But if they get a couple results, sneak a win and get a tie against Ivory Coast and Ecuador, they could find themselves through.
Well, they've had their moments here, but they found Germany just a bit too hot to handle in the second half, predictably enough. Schlotterbeck cleared it not very far, only as far as Floranus. They want a second goal here. They want to score in front of those fans behind that goal. That's definitely part of their late motivation here now. But it's going to be a winning start for Julian Nagelsmann. It's fair to say he's yet to win over the German football public completely. I thought Germany played pretty well at the last European Championship. They just had the misfortune of bumping into the eventual champion Spain in the quarter-final. Juninho Bacuna again looking to dance his way through the defence late on. Bad challenge from him on Undav, which went unpunished. Goretzka picks it up again. Here's Leon Goretzka driving through the centre of the midfield, looking to state his case to Julian Nagelsmann. Not in possession of one of the shirts at the moment, and the way Amecha played today, I don't think he'll be regaining it at the moment. But Pavlovic wants one here. Goretzka couldn't quite control it. 5 minutes of added time, and there's not too much more of this. A late collision. This referee, Jalal Jayed from Morocco, has not once had to reach for a yellow card.
I mean, it's been a pretty easy game to officiate, to be honest.
It's almost unheard of, isn't it? These days, I mean, there are so many ways you can pick up a yellow card in a competitive game too.
Well, there's still a minute left.
Yeah,
see?
It's got time. Now for their late party piece, Germany are going to try and score a free kick from, what, 25 yards. It looks like there are several interested parties.
There's so much negotiating going on here. I think I can do this, but I think I can do this, and I want to do this. And we'll see who wins out here.
Zane Raum chips it instead. Goretzka couldn't control it. And that will be harmless enough, and that might be just about everything we want to see. The referee's going to blow for time. Germany have the points. For 17 minutes, though, it was 1-1. Curacao making history. Levano Comenensea with their goal. But Germany restored order. And here in Houston, they have liftoff. They win by 3-1. 7.
Our thanks to Ian and to Landon. Germany lost their opening match at the last 2 World Cups, but they've picked up 3 points today and currently sit first in Group E. Welcome inside our studio, Rebecca Lowe, alongside former Spain midfielder Thiago Alcantara, Mexico's record goalscorer Javier Hernandez, and US Soccer Hall of Famer Alexi Lalas. Well, from that game, Lex, we got everything. We got that big Germany win that we probably thought we would get, but we also got a goal for Curacao.
Yeah, and that will be obviously the highlight for Curacao, and otherwise not unforgettable because it was a historic game. But piggybacking on what Landon Donovan said up there about, you know, there are people out there that are cynical about the increase in teams. There are people out there that are grumpy about it. You're going to be just fine, okay? This was fine. You saw a bunch of goals, and like we said, that one goal, that is historic one goal, that will live long in the memory of the Curaçaoians. And, you know, this is obviously a World Cup that's about competition, but it's also about those moments that we saw. The tears that we saw, the pride that we saw from Curaçao and the fans here and the fans watching around the world.
Yeah, good shout. Javier, how much can we read into 7 goals for Germany when it was against Curaçao today?
Sometimes it's very difficult to do an analysis with so many goals, right? Because everything will be